And give it a few seconds for it to catch up.
Hooray, I see it. I do see a room.
I see a kitty. Meow.
All right, everybody ready?
Yep.
Maybe.
Good evening, and welcome to Dances with Kobold's stream of Tomb of Annihilation. My name is Patrick. I will be the Dungeon Master for this evening. Joining me are...
I'm Lorne. I'm playing Baka, the Turtle Nature Cleric.
I'm Tara. I'm playing the Tabaxi Arcane Trickster Walker Bow.
Andy, playing Thorn, a Tabaxi Paladin Warlock, Alalak Waradin.
My name is Chris. I am playing Hollis, the rock gnome rock and roll bard. Ian, it's your turn.
Okay.
And my name is Nabil. I'll be playing a total monk, mastering the way of the drunken fist, and wine connoisseur.
Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, I was wondering what that map was.
All right. Now back to you, Patrick.
Just for the record, tonight playing Meat Grinder mode, we have Lorne, Tara, Ian, and Nabil. Did you decide yes or no?
Yes.
Excellent.
I was scared.
Okay, the scary laugh is not helping.
Wow. That was pretty
All
good.
right. During our last session, you guys started off at the museum where Baka copied your map of Chult for the Merchant Prince Jobal. While looking it over, Baka and Winthrop chose two likely locations for the lost city to the south that Grandfather Zatembe had scryed for you. Your group, dubbed by you guys as the Menagerie, has decided not to invite Salida on your trip, despite her being free labor. Azaka was nearly invited, though, as some in the group had a hankering to help her recover her family artifact from the Terrafolk at Firefinger, as your journey down the river to Riki will take you near there. Inspector Soggy Wren arrived with news of the poison used at the dinosaur pens. It was Wanderlost, a drug made from grung poison and something else. Something unknown, which he tasked you to discover, and he introduced you to Wadumu, a green grung who promised to lead you to his village, which had been taken over by the 1T after its leader's dreams had been infected by something. Wren then called in Screaming Wind, the young Tabaxi Emerald Enclave agent who had been following him. She requested the Enclave faction members track down what the other ingredient in Wanderlust is, and provided you with the winged cat Mau Mau as a messenger.
It's Soylent Green.
To send you once you had the info. Shh. As cats are wont to do, though, she shunned the desperate Walker Bow's affections, but took a shine instead to Hollis. Then you finally made it into the jungle. Your first few days were uneventful as you learned the ropes of jungle life from Eku, Wadumu, and from the other Chultan people that are in your party. You floated downriver, learning about wuka nuts, which give off a hazy light when shaken, and Beatrix met a Jakuli as she climbed a tree in search of more of them. During the fight, we learned turtles are excellent tree climbers as Olo staggered up the tree trunk with no issues to help out. A flash flood nearly got the best of Winthrop, and it took the combined efforts of the group to rescue him from drowning in mud. Then you made it to Adumu's old village and saw that it had grung and humans working as slaves for the Yuan Ti. As night fell, you snuck into the center of the huts and caught the end of a poison-making ceremony, discovering that wanderlust is made by mixing the grung poison they secrete with the venom of the Yuan Ti. You made short work of the priestess, not even allowing her awesome suggestion spell making Thorn go climb a tree take effect. You then celebrated your victory and rested in the village for the night. You slept uneasily, though, as your dreams were pushed aside by a disturbing pair of yellow serpent eyes staring out of the darkness, and a soft voice offering you potent rewards for service. Except for Thorn. Thorn's patron's voice chided the foul serpent and told it that this one has made a pact with me and will be my herald instead of your harbinger of death. You wake in the Grung village. You manage to scrounge up a little bit of water that's been collected overnight, and they're able to feed you what, meager rations they do have left. So you guys do manage to get enough food and drink in you. And with that, Wadumu suggests you get a move on, and he will be able to take you to where the Grung believe these dreams have been originating from. Yes, full hit points. Your uneasy dreams did not prevent you from getting all your hit points and spell slots back.
And half your maximum hit die.
Yep, if you use them. All right, and so with with that, you guys start traversing the thick jungle again. And can I have somebody roll me a d20, please?
Gonna do it. Roll one. Ah!
Aha!
Good thing you did.
All right, and now
Fingers.
roll me some percentile dice, Chris, since you rolled the d20.
And I was so
Absolutely.
slow.
I have a 63.
That's pretty good. As you guys are making your way through the jungle, you run into, and you can hear them from quite a ways away as they are not even attempting to be quiet. But you hear what is the unmistakable sound of another party traipsing through the jungle.
Oh.
The question is, do we want to be quiet about this?
Wait, we thought there was another party already, right? But then there's also the people who try to restrict adventuring, right? I could... Thorn at least is interested in stealthing over there and seeing what he can see.
Oh yeah, the Walker Bow is totally stealthing.
All right, so are you guys trying to hide, and a couple of you are going to stealth up to meet them, or are you stealthing trying to just get off the path and
Getting
avoid
off the
them?
path. Getting off the path and trying to see them without being seen. I'm not sure what the rest of everyone
Yeah,
else is doing.
I'm stealthing off the path too, and they're
okay.
coming towards us, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to go towards them, but I am going to cast comprehend languages just in case.
I'm going to guidance myself while I try and hide.
All right.
What was that sound? Is that the sound they're making?
No, that was Ian's ringtone.
Okay. Hopefully they don't make
Sure,
that
why
sound.
not? Aha!
All right. With that, you guys do manage to step, in behind a few plants. Baka, you do not manage to step all that lightly, and there is a large snapping of twigs as you step in.
Oh, come on. It's not that. It's I walk into it, my shell is fully visible.
And, coming down the path, the group of you see a collection of 8 or 9 people, and just immediately you can see that they are a collection of tribal warriors, and there's one larger armored gentleman and a woman who appears to be the leader, who is wearing white robes, but you can catch a flash of black leather armor underneath, and she has what appears to be a snake wrapped around her arm.
Does the snake have wings?
Wait, didn't
1d4
wasn't that
Zentarum
one of our
root description.
guides? Wasn't one of our guides had a snake? One of the people we interviewed. Yeah,
Eku, the one you hired, she has a staff that looks like a snake.
but there was no other guide. All right.
Does the
You
snake
ran
look like
into
it's in charge?
The three people that were at the temple with Grandfather Zatembe had a snake wrapped around their arm, which is a general sign of the Zentarum.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so they're dicks. Got it.
So wait, are these snakes, are they like symbols or are they actual like snakes?
Actual snakes.
Winged
They might
snakes?
they might be symbolic too.
Yep, they're flying snakes. That's typically how they send messages.
Well,
Right.
I knew that as a player, but I wasn't sure if I would know that as a character.
You guys, I think it's fairly well known, and the Zentarum, don't have to hide in Chult. They've been hired by a lot of people in the city to look after the mines, and so it's certainly not an uncommon thing, and they're almost above board here, just because
Okay.
they don't have to worry about working in the shadows. They're working openly because the merchant princes can hire them and do as they please.
I kind of like how if you were to put the token of the flying snake right next to the guy in armor, they're part of the same image. It's his hand that it's wrapped around.
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
Seeing what you're seeing.
Well, it's on the other side because this is left.
Yeah, but there's somebody there.
There you go. Gotta get out of
So-
the way of the snake.
They turn the corner and, seeing the back of Baka's shell, just sort of stop and, very casually just sort of whistle and say, "Fair morrow to you, travelers. You've nothing to worry from us. We are not the undead that have been roaming these lands."
I've got this.
At that, I'm gonna try and play it off like I was relieving myself.
Hollis is gonna step out and he's gonna haul out his guitar and he's just gonna start strumming some tunes and he's gonna be like, "Fair met, good travelers. We're it's good to see fine, legitimate businessmen such as yourselves in such a such a savage place."
Well, as you know, I'm sure the money is good. We're heading up to the Breakkeeper mine, but would the rest of you mind stepping out of the bushes? You're making the rest of us a little nervous.
I detected.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, was I detected? I rolled a 25.
Not everybody was detected, but you can roll an insight. She may just be bluffing.
Yeah, no, Walker stays in the tree.
Especially if Hollis is going to start playing something, I want to.
She sounds very convincing. You're not sure if she knows you guys are there or not.
Oh yeah.
Or Hollis and Baka aren't sure if she knows that everybody else is there.
Well, I'll step out because I'm partly in the bushes right now.
And
Yeah.
Hollis is going to be very diplomatic about this, and he says, "Oh yes, absolutely. Now that we know that you're not one of the some group of horrific monsters or zombies or whatever, then the members of my party who are hiding can certainly come out and reveal themselves."
That was very.
How long have you been out in the jungle?
Us, we've been out for a short while.
You wouldn't happen to have seen middle-aged human sort of wandering around with a lizard man. He's been lost, and we've kind of been tasked with finding him.
I'm sorry. Quite truthfully, Hollis can say, "I'm sorry. We haven't quite seen your quarry."
Oh, that's fine. It's not something we were expecting to find quite so easily, but there is a handsome reward for locating him. His family is quite worried.
I'm
What's
sure
his
they are.
name? If we come across him, then we can call out to him by name, so he won't be as likely to enter into hostilities with us.
Yeah, and we can send him your way.
His name is Artis.
Artis. That's fine. We'll keep a lookout for Artis. And you say he was traveling with the Lizard Man.
Some sort of lizard man. It's not clear. It doesn't seem to be the kind of person that the folks in Port Nines are who'd seen before. Seem to be some sort of strange lizard person. So we're not sure if that creature has got him under some kind of control or spell, but his children are quite concerned.
I'm sure they are, and we'll certainly we'll certainly steer him in your direction if we do happen to run across him.
Well, as I said, we're heading up to the Breaker Mines. We're mostly just looking on the way in case we find him. But best of luck to you, and do take care. This is not a place for amateurs.
Well, your warnings are certainly appreciated, and good travels to you.
Yeah, and with that, they continue on and just move right on past you guys.
And
Walker comes out of the tree.
All right.
Orlo's waddling out.
Hollis just kind of, stands there and kind of waves until they're out of sight and waits a few more seconds and says, "We should probably warn Artis, shouldn't we? If we come across him."
I mean, if we come across him, definitely inform him of this occurrence. Let him make his own decision based upon our information. Maybe get more information on him and whether it was a good encounter or a possibly bad encounter.
Either a rogue Zentarum or he's somebody they want dead.
I'm sorry,
Exactly.
but maybe all the hairs on the back of your neck aren't standing up like they are with me, but yeah, that didn't seem legitimate.
I'm a reptile.
I'm sure you have scales that stand up on the back of your neck.
They don't know if you have hair under that shell.
The only hair I have is from a not properly tanned leather pouch that holds my gold.
And with that, you guys see, Wadumu climb down a tree branch, sort of, and sort of stretch himself out and just say, "They gone. We keep moving."
All right, let's beat
All right.
feet.
You're the guy.
Good.
And you guys, keep walking through the morning. The air is heavy and thick, but there's no rain at this point, and you hear loads of bird song coming in the trees. And after another couple of hours of traversing this thick jungle, the canopy finally gives way to open blue sky and the blinding light of the midday sun, a sight you have not seen for quite a few days.
Well, this is what, day 5 since we entered the jungle?
Yep. And before you lies a large clearing that, were you not paying attention, would look little more than like a wide dell full of plant-covered hillocks. However, hints of doorways and windows along with the presence of an obelisk of pitted gray stone reveals the truth. You have found a lost city here in the jungle.
Oh, wait, buried? Under a mound. All right.
Buried in grasses, overgrown bushes, it is just a city that has been primarily reclaimed by the jungle.
I see.
I'm guessing each of these obelisks have something written on them that is currently covered up because we can't see them.
Yes, the only one you really notice is the one right in the center. That one stands about 20 feet tall, and I have just given it to you as a player handout.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if we see the bodies, Walker Bow like gets out her bow, and as soon as she sees one of them move, just pa-ching!
Yeah, because you can see that as you guys approach, this courtyard is covered in a carpet of ankle-deep grass in which a dozen bodies lie scattered about. The cold remains of a month-old campfire sits in the middle, and along with their discarded packs. In addition to the large central obelisk, you see a number of short, squat pillars ringing the courtyard.
Is that a snake on the middle on that obelisk?
Well, you'd have to get close enough to find out, but it looks like there's something on it. It's also, you can see from here, as most of these pillars and most of the buildings are, they're wrapped in sort of flowers and vines and tendrils and things like that.
Is it possible to make a check to see if there's anything that would be hostile to us in the immediate area as we push forward, like traps or creatures or undead or the like?
Yeah, give me an investigation check. Everything seems very, very quiet and very still, which isn't necessarily, soothing, but, you don't get a sense of anything. I mean, there's not even a breeze here. The air is just solid and still.
In other words, it's unusually calm.
How tall are those piles of rubble I see there, those 3 piles?
This first one is about 6 feet tall. That one is about 10 feet tall, and that one is 8 or 9 feet tall. So quite large. Certainly something you could use for cover or climbing over, but it's just what appears to be the ruins of some buildings that have sort of collapsed and fallen down.
Don't worry, guys. This looks super safe.
Yeah. Thorn is kind of interested in not so much investigating, but just sort of getting a sense for if we're being watched and so on. So more of a perception checky sort of thing.
I'm just keeping watch for anything moving, especially those bodies on the ground.
I will provide guidance to Walker.
Yeah. Am I doing a perception roll, or am I just doing a general lookout?
That's a perception.
Okay. And then guidance is a D4?
Yep.
Nice. That'll do.
Even better.
So with that, Thorn, you don't notice anybody watching. You look around and you don't see any movement in any of the bushes or the grasses. Winthrop, you do notice the footprints that are in front of you and sort of around the clearing, as far as you can make out, because it is in deep grass. But you can tell, even just from where you are, the muddy sort of spots on the path where you are now. The footprints, you would guess, are probably a little more than a 10-day old.
Huh, that's a long time.
Just over 10 days, but not too 10-day.
Huh.
And from where you're standing right now, Walker, you can see a couple of them, and it looks to you as if they might, at least these 3 that you can see, it looks like they may be wearing a similar colored uniform.
What is it that we see? What are those figures?
They are just bodies in the ground, in the grass.
Oh.
I relay the uniform information, and I say to the group, does anyone want me to climb up and keep a lookout on something?
Be a good idea, I think.
Spoilage.
Yeah, those are the they're really just ruins and buildings that have been completely overgrown by the grasses. I mean, you see hints of doorways and windows, but like they're really, you would gather this village has been empty and probably overtaken for a good number of decades. Yeah, you just have to hack your way through the grasses. I mean, everything around here is sort of foliage. So yeah, it would still take you a few minutes to do it, but you could certainly get it. It wouldn't give you a very, very high ground, but it would definitely give you a little better view over the courtyard.
I want to make my way to this big chunk here and set up my little aerial spot, but
yeah,
I want to like kind
I
of
think
go.
two of our ranged fighters being on lookout is not a bad idea.
I kind of
Yeah,
want to go like
let's
up
not
and
have you
over.
cross that ground alone.
So,
Well,
I'd say we
I-
go to here.
well,
if
here's
we're
the
gonna
thing. I
cross
don't
it.
Thorn would like to
want
get
to
there.
pass too close to the obelisk in case I activate something, and I don't want to pass too close to the corpses in case I wake them up. So I kind of want to go up and over and almost like an angle kind of thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the turn order's coming out.
Oh, no.
No, I'm
Why?
just clearing it
Oh.
Why would you be doing that?
because
So-
there's somebody on there from the next page that you shouldn't see.
You're still
Okay.
thinking about it, though.
Yeah.
Well, Thorn
Hollis-
is...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say,
Okay.
that particular corpse doesn't seem to be near the obelisks, and it's very close. It's only 10 feet away, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to go within 5 feet of anything. But yeah, if I can like skirt the foliage and like go around and kind of like a semicircle and just kind of skirt everything and scramble up this peak here, I'm going to do that. Can I do that?
You can. It will take you a fair bit of movement going through the bushes because it is very, very dense. But
Ugh.
you're able to make it, probably in about the same time that Winthrop is able to hack through and climb up to the top.
Okay.
And
Ba-ting.
Winthrop, from there, you can see, this courtyard is still, very clear, and you can see that there are paths that lead off in the 4 directions. You see, the bodies are sort of splayed out, but, you don't see anybody else, in and around the village at this point.
From where you are.
It's hard to see from where you are because the grasses have started to overtake them already.
Thorn is going to go up to that body there. Right. And
Yeah, I've still got like my action ready for anything sitting up.
all right, so should I do an investigation check? I'm not very good at them. But...
Yeah,
Well-
and as you move through, you can see, your feet
Okay.
sink down. All the grasses are sort of ankle deep and a little bit of, it's quite thick, but there's nothing that sort of grasps you or slows you down.
Good.
So give me an investigation check.
I got.
Yeah, so you can tell that, with these, you don't see any obvious signs of death. You don't, see any stab wounds. You don't see any sort of bludgeoned marks. You do. Give me a straight intelligence check.
Okay. I'm laughing at the reminders that are being called out to me. All right. Intelligence.
You recognize the
Oops.
uniform as that of the members of the Flaming Fist. Yes. And you know that they send patrols through the jungle.
Interesting. This is what happens when you try to regulate adventurers.
I don't
do
think we're
have
going to need
a
our pass here.
divine sense. So I'm going to do a divine sense. Times equal to 1 plus your charisma. So I can do this a lot. So I'm going to do a divine sense. So detecting celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. Does that mean I have to choose what sort? If so, then undead.
Yes, you
No,
do.
you get to know. You don't
Yeah.
choose which sort. You get to know if there are any of those in that range.
Well, wait. So do I have to?
You release it and you find out what's within 60 feet of you.
Okay, I do so.
While he's doing that, Hollis is going to make a history check, see if he knows anything about this village.
Basically everything but those last 5 corpses there.
Yeah. You look at Wadumu, and Wadumu just looks and goes, Bulobo. And you think back, and you recognize Bulobo as being a city that was set up in the worship of Ubtao, the former god that left Chult and left its people to themselves because he got tired of their bickering.
That's
this,
not an omen.
Well, Ubtao, I mean, everybody knows Ubtao just left, and nobody knows what happened. But yeah, he abandoned his people, well over a century ago when the spell plague hit. And so Thorn, your senses ping on that body, and that body.
Oh, great, so the one
as
closest to
being
me.
zombies.
Which was the first one? All right. That's interesting. So not all of them.
Not all of them. And you do, also, notice from where you are that the grasses and sort of leaves and plants have really, almost started growing inside this body as well. They're not only just sort of wrapping it up, they're growing inside them. The land is very quickly, taking these bodies back.
Yeah, looking at that pillar, not touching it, just looking at it, what do I see?
As you walk up to this pillar, you can see that, it's made of a very old stone. It's about 3 feet high. And on the top of the pillar, you see an image. And that image appears to be a spider carved into it.
Okay, so it looks like a snake and a spider.
Yes, an unholy union.
Now, they could just like spiders.
Okay, is there anything I know of, considering I'm from the area, that has to do with snakes and spiders as imagery? I mean, I'm also a cleric. So this seems like some sort of religious symmetry.
Well, give me a religion or a history check. See which one you want to use.
I'm more proficient in history.
In and around Chult, that, a lot of, these animals were used, and whether they could be symbols of, either old trickster gods or just old, symbols. There's no real heavy symbolism behind a lot of them. And that Ubtao as a god loved the idea of a maze and puzzles.
I see.
Ah, hells, we got an obelisk puzzle.
Has Thorn tried to point out to us which one's pinged?
No, he's just standing there looking really smug for some reason.
Well, I guess I'm gonna move over to the other one and take a look at it and see what it has on it.
Olo and Hollis, what are you guys doing?
I haven't decided yet, but Hollis is just gonna kind of hang back here, not within the reach of the undead, but just kind of, he's gonna approach this spider pillar here.
All right, and both of you
see.
guys give me investigation checks as well.
My highest roll. Not really.
What are you investigating, Olo?
The B pillar that I'm standing. Oh, sorry, not the B pillar. I didn't move my token. I was standing next to the B pillar. I think Baka already did that.
Oh, I was
yeah,
about
so
to
the
do it.
two
And I
of
was
you-
about to, guidance myself. But if you want, I can help you.
I already got a 19 natural, so yeah,
Yeah.
-1.
I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna see you. I'm just gonna watch you and try and pick up some tips.
I mean, I want to see what my drunken state tells me.
You take a look at this and getting down and looking at the pillar, you notice that the top of it looks like it is a mechanism that you could probably depress, like a button.
Oh yeah.
So I'm assuming I translate this from Junkin Aquan.
I mean, all you can hear from me is the switch.
Switch.
Pull the lever!
Hollis is over here just looking at this pillar, be like, why did they draw an ant with 8 legs?
What do you guys want to do?
Wakamo's staying where she is.
I just look over at Baka. It's like, press.
Not yet.
Is
I
the
think
zombie,
we should know what is around us before we start pushing things.
Was this dead thing a zombie? Or was
No.
it that one?
It's the 3 ones that are marked.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
of them with
right.
I'm gonna say purple.
Possibly one of the
letters.
ones near the end outside of Thorn's range.
Yeah, there's 5 that are outside the range. I'm assuming at least 2 of them are. I mean, this is out of character because Baka doesn't know any of this.
All right. Time to press the button.
Yes.
If you're saying that, I want to back up. Actually, I want to back up to there.
Oh,
What?
Baka, where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you there?
I think it's a trap. I don't want to be part
Actually-
of the trap.
Wait, so Thorn is there. Thorn is going to go up and look at this pile.
It's a pile of rocks and rubble.
Does it appear to be covering anything? That would require I pull a few rocks apart.
Well, give me an investigation.
Bing! Nope.
You move some of the rocks around and you don't get the sense that this is covering anything. It looks like it's just collapsed rock and stone from probably some of the buildings surrounding.
Okay.
Hollis is going to draw his rapier, and he's just going to start poking around at this body that he's in front of, just to see what he can see. And Hollis is not the investigator of the group.
Well, look at mine.
You don't notice anything, too odd other than, it looks like the plants here are absorbing this body very quickly.
I'm not sure if
looking
that's a bad
looking at
thing.
the armor and their tabards, they don't look, terribly old, but the plants are obviously moving in. I mean, the jungle is, taking things back.
Okay.
Well, it seems like before we start pressing buttons, maybe we should look around a little bit more.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my thought is, there's probably some sort of mechanism here that we have to interact with. And if we don't do it in the right way, it'll hurt us.
Right.
I mean, this is the archaeologist in me speaking, so
It'll hurt
Yeah.
one way or another.
Brandon, be free!
I'll take the one that's on the extreme left. I'm pinging it right here.
So, since I already know that thing is a zombie up there, I'm not really going to go much closer. So Thorn is going to move around to there.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't told us that there are zombies here as well.
I was about to say that. I love how the paladin hasn't warned anyone that there's zombies around.
I told you guys, didn't I?
Nope.
No.
Not in character.
Well,
Olo, you find a turtle on top of this smaller pillar.
Like somebody.
Oh, poor Toto.
On its back.
And Thorn, as soon as you get, within, that range of the large obelisk, you can start to see what appears to be, you can't recognize them, but it looks like words have been inscribed on the pillar, but a lot of them are covered by plants and vines and different flowers.
I don't actually see Olo's token.
Yeah.
I did our logo.
it's a creepy place.
Apparently, the turtle obelisk.
Okay, so
Oh, there we go. I see Olin.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
yeah,
moved him to the other layer when I showed him the
Okay. You're
He
turtle. He
freaking
went
me
to the
out
sunken place.
Mm. Well, I'll get the one closest to me. If Thorn does
Right.
tell us, I'll
So
get the one closest to me.
Yes. So Thorn will kind of do a zombie walk and then point towards the three bodies that he identified.
Really, we're playing
Well,
charades.
I'm
Give
pretty
me a
sure,
performance
we've been
check.
traveling along enough
Oh,
that
God.
we would have a symbol, of a, hey, there's hostiles, and then, pointing where they are.
Oh, you guys aren't going to recognize what I'm trying to do.
Well, it's one of those things of, like a held up fist is a sign of, hey, stop it. And then you point in the directions of enemies. It's like there's stuff there that we need to pay
I don't
attention
think it's that
to.
hard to communicate what a zombie. I walk like Nosferatu. It's a reference that you would all immediately
I get it.
catch.
Wow. Okay, as players we get it. As characters, are we just sitting there going WTF?
See,
No,
personally,
you've
I would have
seen
just made,
zombies.
very exaggerated,
Yeah.
line,
stiff-
horizontal line, diagonal line, horizontal line with my hand movement.
No,
and, like,
walking in a sort of spastic, jerky manner, as if my joints are partially frozen.
Oh my God, Thorn's been poisoned.
Okay, do we actually know that there are zombies here?
Well, he hasn't said
Well,
anything. He's
I'm-
trying to relay
I'm
it
trying
right
to
now.
communicate that to you.
Does it work, GM?
Yeah, you guys figure out what he's doing eventually, but you figure you're going to have a talk with him to come up with a much easier symbol.
It takes a few minutes.
Right.
So, and Wadumu walks up and looks up at what Thorn is doing and looks up at the pillar and just goes, "You broked? You okay?"
I think he's having a spasm.
Yeah. I'll just point to those three bodies and say, those might come alive.
Wadumu, with that, steps behind you and just, and sort of hunkers down, and he, looks up at the pillar and just says, "What writing say?"
That's a good question. From here, can I read it?
I can
What
read
languages do
Elven
you
and-
speak?
Elven
or
and
read?
Sylvan for me.
I am Common, Aquan, and Elvish.
I have Sylvan, Common, Giant, and Celestial.
No, none of you recognize the language. Wadumu looks at it and goes, "Shelton. Shelton writing. That's words that stay."
Hey, Winthrop, can you read this? Steph would also probably moved up.
Yes, you can. Now that you're that close, you can look up the 20-foot obelisk, and you can clearly see that there are phrases that have been inscribed in it, and it looks like there's 7 different ones. 5-minute break.
Yep.
Well, that's a
he
good
just got
timing
back
because
to me,
Thorn
so-
popped away.
So, yeah. It works
Oh.
for me.
Try and be free. Go, go, go.
Okay, cool.
I'll be right back.
Zoidberg.
Why not Zoidberg?
Ow, damn it. I just stabbed myself.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm cross-stitching here as we play and just ow.
We thought you picked up an entirely different hobby.
Yeah, I've got too many hobbies.
So, turtle, bee, and spider. What do you suppose is under pillars 4, 5, and 6?
Well, we got turtle, bee, spider, snake. So we have 2 insects and 2 reptiles. So the other, how many left? 1, 2, 3.
3.
So 3 reptiles.
Just a quick question. Right in the middle, well, not exactly in the middle, where I'm pinging.
Yeah.
I think I missed that. What is that exactly?
It's just a pile of rubble.
It's
Like the one I'm
it's
sitting
about
on.
6 feet tall.
It's just a little one. I'm on the big one.
Okay.
Scamper.
Yeah. I mean, this is me outside of gaming. I honestly have no clue. I mean, unless we check out all of them. But I have this. I did find out the obelisk, the bee obelisk. Other than Baka, who's the only one who knows that it has a switch. I'm assuming all of these obelisks also have a switch, and they all have to be pressed. In a specific ones have to be pressed, or all of them have to be pressed in a specific order. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I figured that as well, but we've got the writing on the pillar in the middle there. That writing is probably going to be. Yes, I know we're being cautious. We don't want to die, especially meat grinders.
He's sending the meat grinders in.
So yeah,
Please,
no, I
Patrick.
think once we translate, it'll give us clues as to how to put the pieces together. So we should translate first, and then figure out what everything else holds, and then try and see what we do.
Did we find out that the writings, the ones that we found out anyways, the bee, the turtle, and the spider, do they all have different languages, or is it the same language?
I don't think they have different languages, because if they did, Patrick would have said something. I think they just have the symbols. It's just the center pillar that has the Chaltine language scripted on it. So Winthrop can translate, and then we can do our battle plan from there.
Doesn't you have comprehend languages, right?
Yeah, I cast it once for the group that was coming at us, just in case. And I only have 2 other spells for the day.
Doesn't comprehend languages also translate objects like the writings on the pillar?
Yeah, but it's worn off, and I want to save my last 1 or 2 spell slots. I have to check. I want to save them in case we do have an actual fight.
Okay,
With a group of people, okay, fine. I knew these people were coming at us. Yeah, I knew they spoke common, but God forbid they started talking in something else. I wanted comprehend languages in case they're planning something against us. In this situation, I don't see a need for it because we have a translator, so I'd rather save the spell slot for something we might have to use in battle. But I don't think I really have a battle spell.
How long is the comprehend languages? 10 minutes?
No, an hour, I think.
Okay.
Let me.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah.
I was really hoping one of you would ask Wadumu if he spoke the language so he could say, no, but, I don't need to speak it. I recognize it, which is basically a riff on the Sean Connery character from The Name of the Rose.
Yeah, I only have 1 other first level spell slot for today. I have an attack cantrip, but I want to save my other spell slot for maybe Mage Hand. Mage Hand might come in handy here, or what was my attack spell? I think it's Ray of Frost or something, or Steel Touch.
Yeah, well, chill touch is the
Color spray.
cantrip.
Yeah, I have color spray. So I want to say,
This right here is
Color
the
spray's
fireplace, right?
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, so I have chill touch for my cantrip. I have mage hand as my cantrip. Well, is that a cantrip?
Yep, mage hand is
Mage hand
cantrip.
is a cantrip, yeah.
Okay, cool. I was worried I'd like listed it wrong. So yeah, so my attack spell is color spray, so I want to save my attack spell in case we actually need it.
I can't remember what level your mage hand starts as being invisible. It might be already.
No, it's 7th or 11th level. I have the book. Let me just pull it open again
be right
because I
back.
just had it.
I think it's earlier than that. I think it's 7th or 11th. You can start using it to cause a distraction, to give yourself advantage. It's been so long since I've played my Arcane Trickster.
Let's see. Ledger Man I get at 3rd level, so I can stow an object, retrieve an object, use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps at range. I can use cunning action to control it. At 9th level, if I'm hidden from a creature when I cast a spell on it, the creature has disadvantage.
You have
No,
no idea
13th.
how powerful that is.
At 13th level, that's when I get the ability to distract targets with Mage Hand.
Yeah, I
At
think
13th.
it's already invisible though, because Ledger Domain makes it invisible.
You're right, yes. Ledger Main gives me the option to make it invisible if I so choose.
And Suggestion being cast at somebody with disadvantage on their save is really a lot of fun.
Considering that if you're in combat, they have advantage to begin with.
Yeah, so I think I'm really going to do that. I think I really am going to take the fighter at 6th level so I can get my archery bonus, and then I'll just be like 1 level behind with my arcane trickster stuff. I'm happy with that.
What
Because
was
also with the fighter I can get my second wind or whatever it is.
what was the nice combo you were just
I'm
talking
back.
about? Advantage, disadvantage.
I can make my mage hand invisible, but at 9th level, if I'm hidden from a creature when I cast the spell on it, the creature has disadvantage on any saving throws it makes against the spell this turn. So if I take suggestion, and if I'm hidden from a creature and I cast a spell on it, they have disadvantage on the save throw. And like anything else like that.
Right. Okay.
Oh, dinner's ready.
Yeah, that's right.
It could have been a ringtone as far as I know right now.
Here, kitty.
So, first question is, why haven't we set fire to these zombies yet?
Because if we didn't know about them for the longest time, and now I think we just
Well,
don't want to provoke anything else.
Thought my little demonstration was clear enough.
Yeah, but for a while, how long did it take you to actually tell us, bud?
Well, look, people were writing Z's on these things. I just
Yeah, we were doing that because we knew where they were out of character. In character,
Yeah.
we were completely ignorant.
I mean, in character, Hollis and I have, not doesn't really mean an experience, but back when we were fighting the zombie source, and we thought that one lady may have been a zombie, and I had to
Crushed her skull.
I crushed her skull with with plenty of a hidden joy there. But why don't we start crushing skulls here? Why give them an opportunity to stand?
Crushing skulls, is that an established method of putting zombies out of their undead nature?
Well, go for the head for zombies. Well, that applies universally.
It is an established attack, at least as was taught to us by those great scholars, the kids in the hall.
Well, no, I'm
Right.
pretty sure there's a variant on them.
I'm crushing your head.
You also crush the head of just a dead body, not an actual zombie.
Mm.
You don't know how effective it would be on an actual zombie.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you because I literally was getting a little bit bothered. Was the lady alive when I crushed her head? Because I feel really bad if she was.
No, she was
No,
quite
it was a
dead.
corpse.
Yeah.
Well, it would be kind of hard to recognize. Is that my mom? Nah, we're just going with whatever is available.
She was very bad.
We all back? Num.
We'll wait.
Does anyone? Well, I'm just looking for a bit of suggestion. The monk class has, like, their casting abilities applies on the wisdom, wisdom skill. Does any other class use wisdom primarily?
Clerics.
Clerics.
Druids. Yeah.
I was honestly hoping for warlock, but
No, there's
Charisma.
charisma.
oh,
I thought you'd know that by now, interacting with Thorn.
Yeah, all warlocks have to be like gothy and like, just super edgy, and that just doesn't really jive with the whole charisma thing.
That reminds me, I need to get rid of that pact of the Rod of the Pact Keeper on my paladin.
Well, it's a force of personality is charisma. So, and the fact that you've made a pact with another being. So, I think that's what they mean. It's your belief or whatever agreement you've made.
I have contacts. Fun-loving with contacts.
I just can't wait for them to release the caster class that uses strength as its primary casting attribute.
get off, Ash! Get off! No, get off my laptop.
The Muscle Wizard. I cast Fist.
Muscle wizard.
Actually, I'm highly tempted to multi-class into Druid to pick up some more offensive spells.
Druid is not the class for offensive spells, I have learned.
Shillelagh.
They're really good at battlefield control, but because I've been playing a Druid in level 5 in the other game we've been playing, and yeah, really very few pure offensive spells.
They are really good at offensive smells, though.
Yeah. Stinking Cloud? I don't think they get that. You mean, does it trigger it?
I would think so, personally.
I mean, you do have Wild Magic Surge, so yeah, it should. It doesn't. Well, in my thinking, it should.
I think that only applies to the wizard, though. I'd have to see.
Yeah,
This-
I would doubt it simply because the wild magic is how you get your spells in that class. So if you multi-class into a different spellcasting class that, like, a cleric gets it through divine or the wizard is through study. So I'm not sure that. Hmm.
You want to play?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with our wild sorcerer in our other group, but I mean, the hardest part is simply remembering about it.
I know. Kind of interferes with the action, doesn't it?
I'm actually almost tempted to just rebuild Baka into a Druid.
I actually want to create a Yuan-Ti Wild Magic Sorcerer.
You still have that kobold.
I'm looking at it. Wild Magic Surge. Immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher.
But you can use the meta magic on any spells I believe.
Did anyone play the there's a draconic sorcerer, right?
Draconic Bloodline.
There is. Eventually you get wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You also gain resistance to a type of damage based on your draconic ancestry, And you get bonuses to damage of that type.
Bugness.
And at 18th level, you get to stand there and just be awesome and have that actually be a thing, rules-wise. Yeah, you can just stand there, Draconic Presence, it's called, and everyone within 60 feet, you have to spend a whole bunch of sorcery points to do it. But basically, it's either an aura of awe or fear, and
Yay.
hooray!
Welcome.
My
Welcome.
girl. Is that a kitten?
Sorry. My cat's walking over my laptop. I'm trying to throw her off. She keeps climbing back up.
Yeah, that's never
Cats
gonna
do.
work.
Yeah, see, luckily my dog
she
is sitting next to me
knows I'm-
gnawing away on a Kong.
So what I missed, guys?
You guys wandered through the jungle. You ran into a group of Zentarum who were on their way to a mine and were looking for somebody named Artus. And when they realized you guys hadn't seen or heard of him, just went about their way. You then have made it to the ancient village of Bulobo, which you are in a central courtyard now. The village itself looks like it's been abandoned for decades. You see hints of buildings, but it's entirely overgrown. Winthrop climbed to the top of this old building, and Walker has climbed to the top of a pile of rubble to scope everything out. You've not seen or noticed anybody watching you. There is a giant 20-foot obelisk in the center, and you've seen that there is a snake carved into it, and these 6 smaller pillars around. You have looked at 3 of them, and you found one that has a spider, one that has a bee, and one that has the picture of a turtle on it. And the bee one, at least when you guys have looked, appears that there is a mechanism that you would push, almost like a button on the image, but you haven't pressed it or figured out what it did. Thorn used his paladin abilities
And interpretive dance skills.
Yep.
Yes, and has realized that of the dozen dead bodies which litter this courtyard, and you've noticed they all have a similar uniform, which is that of the Flaming Fist organization, that 3 of them are zombies, but they have not moved or acted in any way. And that is the 3 of them that are marked. So that one up are zombies.
Yeah.
And Winthrop has just moved forward and noticed that there is Chilton writing on this pillar. And so by, moving some of the branches and vines and other flora that are on it, you are able to make out not quite. You do notice there are 7 separate statements on it, and I have just shared them with you under the carved words.
Riddles.
Riddles, yay!
And so these are from the top down. So riddle 1 is at the top of the obelisk, and you've had to sort of circle and walk around to figure out what it says, but those are
I got riddle 3.
what they say.
I got 1,
Yeah,
2,
three's
3,
easy.
4.
So
5,
1 is
no.
snake, 3 is turtle.
Yeah, we just need to know what the other images are. And as far as I am concerned, those 5 bodies at the far end, they're probably all zombies. especially that one that's like between us and the pillar on the left side.
We were waiting for you.
Hollis hauls out a Zippo.
Okay. Which one do you guys want to burn first?
I guess I will. Yeah.
Burn.
Burn. That figure.
Because zombie.
Are you lighting a torch? Do you have oil or anything? The Daves aren't with you.
Dave's
Back
not
with
here,
Eku
man.
and your canoes and Wanderlust. No, the drug is Wanderlost. So it was random chance that they ended up being named so close to each other. Because I'd named the dinosaur before I'd heard about the drug.
Well, one is wander as in wandering, and the other is wonder as in, oh my god, look at that.
Oh, so wonder
No,
is
no.
Wanderlust.
It's Wanderlost, which is the drug, or Wanderlust.
Oh, never mind then. I was just going to, hit this thing with a cantrip. Because it's prone, so it would have well, no, it wouldn't have disadvantage because it's a con save, but
I don't have anything on me specifically that says oil. I've got a fire starter, which is basically just a lighter.
So should we just try and hit these things from afar with the best options we have?
Yeah, a ballad. The Ballad of the Zombies. Oh, it was sad.
Yes, Prodigy.
I know the song, I just was never a big fan.
With that, I guess we should have you guys roll initiative unless you think you can one-shot them.
I guess I can haul out my comb and do a reverse mohawk.
Oh, okay, that's helpful. I'm coming in at a 9.
Hold on. So I click on my figure and then I go initiative.
Your arm's so.
Hi, Heidi.
Don't forget, Patrick. As soon as I see one of them moving, I shoot. Because I've been at.
And you actually do act after one, so haha.
Yay, teamwork!
Keep in mind it is prone.
If it'd be easier,
Or you could hold an action until it stands up.
or we could press the button and then they'll all stand up and it'll be easier. Thorn is a little bit impetuous when it comes to these things.
No, it's one shot, and you deal an extra D8 damage on it.
The register's right there. Balustrade. Sounds well.
2 arrows, 1 shot.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
You're going for the far one up here? All right. Yeah, you put 2 arrows into it, and as that happens, it starts to sort of stand up and lurch. So that is going to set off Walker Bow's
That one that he hit?
held action. Yes,
Okay.
because that's the first one to stand up.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I was going to say, am I in range? Am I in range? I
Just
am in
barely.
range.
It's 75 feet.
Well, I could still scamper down the opposite side and inch a little bit closer if he wasn't.
This is a
Uh,
reaction.
true. Does it hit?
Oh, sorry, didn't mean that.
Does a 10 hit it?
I was looking for range.
That does hit just barely.
And since it was Winthrop that hit him, I don't get the sneak attack bonus, so it's just 4 piercing.
That is correct. And as that happens, you guys can see that 2 more start moving up in the far end, and so they all start raising up and staggering, and the one that has a couple of arrows sort of turns, and you can actually see a little yellow and purple flower sort of pop out of its forehead as it stands and starts looking around.
Oh, the lights.
Crap.
I am so glad I'm up on this rock right now. Wait, how are there vines and tendrils on this rock?
Winthrop, are you going to move? All right, Thorn, you are up next.
All right. That many of these things. I am very quickly going to look at my 10-foot cube around me. That's for sure. All right, I'm just going to zip up to that one, and I just realized I have Eldritch Blast, which probably do more damage. Well, I guess that just hits too, right?
That does hit, as you have advantage, as it is still staggering to its feet. So roll your damage.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah, your sword slides in very easily, and there's just, it would open its mouth to even groan, but as it opens up, you can just see vines and leaves, sort of protruding out of its throat.
Interesting.
Beatrix. Yep. That is a hit. It is marked, and you manage to slash and hack right through it, but your sword, it's a little sort of tougher and more resistant than you would think. It took the damage, but you realize its innards are not the same as any other zombies you fought, that it feels like you're hacking through vines.
Vines.
Hollis.
Okay. So these ostensibly look like normal zombies, just with a little bit of plant matter coming out of the various fissures and stuff.
Yes.
Orifices.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to guess that this is... One
Opening.
second. Need to reset stuff here. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that. Wow, I can't click within the box. Oh, that's why. I guess that this guy's the one with the flower growing out of his head.
He
Wanna
has
make sure you get
flowers
the
growing
right
out of him. The one that popped up is the one in the just to the north of him.
Okay. I'm gonna do. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do. Look at him. That's six. That's like 55 feet, and I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna say, nice flower, man. Look a little bit better if you had some color in you. And hit him with that.
Boom.
So he's got to save.
The flower droops a little bit.
Wah wah. Also, he's at disadvantage to his next attack. So.
All right. Do you want to take any movement?
As far as I know, it's perfectly fine here. And I'm going to. Should I throw out some inspirations? Not yet. I'll wait till people are in trouble.
All right. With that, the zombies take their turn. This guy is going to stand and is going to be able to move to there. And that is all he can do. He's just reaching out towards you guys. This zombie is going to be able to get to there. This guy's going to get to here. As they really have very little movement. This guy, however, is going to be able to go after Thorn. And he is going to try and slam into you. But you are easily able to rebuff his attack, and you just put almost your hand on top of his head and you're holding him back like you would a small child.
Aw, poor zombie. All he wants is brains.
User disconnected from your channel.
No, I'm still here. No, that was Nabil. No, sorry, I'm wrong.
That's Tara. She got DC'd.
I'm guessing she clicked the wrong
Oh
button.
no, because she's up next.
Oh, she's narrating her actions.
Okay,
these
so
directions are
Walker
simple.
is holding
User
her.
entered your channel.
She is holding
Yay.
her action to attack when Olo was in 5 feet of the zombie.
There we go. I'm back, guys. Sorry. But yeah, so I hollered at Olo, go for him. I got you. And because, I want to inflict maximum damage. And I ready my action for Olo attacking the zombie. Sorry.
Okay.
Basically.
You're more waiting for the opportune moment to take your shot.
That too.
And as you pull back your bowstring and look around, you notice that from the obelisk, a large yellow flower sort of opens up, and there is just this giant, as a puff of pollen is ejected out into the air. And I need
Probably
everyone within 30 feet will be making a save, so that is going to be
Not me.
Baka, Thorn, Beatrix, and
don't know yet.
A wisdom save, please.
Oh. Fuck, I was
Looking good.
Don't
Yeah.
forget Wadumu.
All of you are able to get your hands up in front of your faces and able to block most of this. And you can feel your head fog up for a second, but then it clears. Let's see if Wadumu is as lucky.
Good frog.
He actually is. So yeah, you guys are able to withstand that pollen in the air.
Right. Creepy.
Found my next target.
And with that, it is Olo's turn.
I mean, I turn around and I look to the right and I see what all the commotion is about, and I see this ugly thing just get up and walk towards me, and I just walk. Sorry. I walk towards him and I just say to him, it's like, "Hey, buddy, why don't you give me a big hug?" And I grapple him.
Okay. As soon as you stand up and are reaching out to grapple him, Walker, your held action fires off.
8. That's 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Only 6 damage.
So just as you start reaching your arms out to make this grapple Olo, there's just a as an arrow shoots past your arm and into this zombie. So give me a strength check, please.
I look at Walker Bow and I go, "Rude." Wow, critical fail.
This zombie is able to rebuff your stumbling attack. The arrow was just enough to move it and allow it to slip out of your grip.
Isn't it athletics?
I
Acrobatics.
no idea.
Well, it'd be athletics to try and grapple someone. It's either acrobatics or athletics to get out of it,
Right?
Or to not have it happen.
Oh yeah, sorry. You should be your athletics, not just a strength. That is much better. Yep, this zombie is grappled.
Well, come on now. Come on, Z. You don't need to be shy. Come in closer. Come on, feel that hug.
Yeah, as it tries to bite your neck now.
And with that, Baka, you are up.
You say bite, he's just affectionate.
Okay. Well, I want to be slightly safer here.
Okay.
I feel safe there. Okay. So we are going to bonus action, pop a sacred weapon there. Why is my mouse off? No. Literally, I drag and the dimensions are off. Like, oh, it works there. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I put it there. Ish.
Where are you
We'll
putting
say
it?
we put it there. And boom.
That is a hit. And the zombie is staggered and part of its shoulder just sort of cracks and falls away, and you can see the green vegetation inside of it, but it is still on its feet.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm not done yet. That was just my bonus action. I'm
Show off.
then going to target the same one with a Toll of the Dead.
Bong, bong.
All right. That is definitely a failure. And so with that, yeah, you can see the zombie is again just kind of staggered as it is, hearing something around it, and it's almost sort of swatting at the air, but it is still on its feet.
No, I just dealt necrotic damage to it.
Nope.
No?
Thing.
It's more, I think this is the only cantrip that does 1d12 damage.
And Wadumu is just going to move behind these rocks and take the dodge action.
Good idea, Frog.
Top of the round, Winthrop.
Petunia.
Love the alliteration.
Hollis just kind of silently writes that down.
That is a hit. All right, you will stay. Thorn.
Thorn is going to slip around to this side of the zombie. And make another rapier strike. Oh, low.
You go to stick your rapier in, and it just slides right, past, and you catch a nick, but you don't do any damage on it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Beatrix. That is a hit.
They're soft and planty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 10 hit it earlier.
Yeah. Holy moly, 13.
Yeah, 13 is max.
That's crazy. You're a jealous fighter.
Yep. All right, so yeah, you take a massive chunk out of this guy, and it looks like he is barely standing on his feet. It looks like a stiff breeze might take him down. Hollis.
Stiff Breeze is my middle name. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, all right. I can point at yon zombie here and say,
Finish him off
blow
with
away, little
words.
Petunia. Just gather your leaves and flutter away.
Should have just been a forceful laugh, just
Make like a tree and leave.
Hollis is above that.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, with that, it actually, almost kneels back down to the ground. But then something in it, you almost see the leaves and flowers perk up, and it stands back up.
Kill the bait flower. Kill it faster.
I'm on it next turn.
Any movement, Hollis?
Hollis is just fine cowering behind this pillar.
All right. With that, we have the zombies.
Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go join Wadumu here. Absolutely.
You eat? You shared? You got food?
I'll decide if I got food. Yeah, I've got food here. Let me just move to this side of you here. There we go.
And this zombie is going to try and take a swing at you, Beatrix. But you just laugh it off and just smack it aside with your sword. This guy up here is going to move his full movement and then take the dash action, which is only going to get him there. So this zombie that thinks it's running full bore still looks like it's just staggering and shambling towards you with its arms outstretched.
Well, it just went, what, 40 feet?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fast zombie.
And Walker, this guy is going to just begin starting to climb the rocks, but he'll be able to get to you next round.
You're not gonna catch me.
This guy's going to move behind you, Beatrix, and try and slam into you. He missed. And this zombie is going to try and escape the grapple that you have it in, Olo.
Well, sorry. My side is frozen. Can you give me 1 second? All right, it cleared up. What am I doing again?
It is trying to escape your grapple, so it is going to make its athletics check, which it is not proficient in. So it very feebly just tries to push you aside. I don't think there's any way you can not beat that.
The minimum he can roll is a 5.
Yeah. So this zombie is struggling but not going anywhere. And that is it for them.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Where are you going? We just met. Let's talk it out.
He is not going to seemingly do anything this turn.
Okay. So that pollen that it spewed out last time, is it still in the air?
It's still, faintly falling to the ground, but it doesn't seem to be having any lingering effects.
Okay. Okay, I can't go for the one at Olo because I don't want to hit Olo.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
Creeper.
You know what? No, I'm gonna go big. I'm going to get down off the mound, and I'm assuming I'm far enough away from the zombie that I don't provoke an attack of opportunity.
That is correct.
To scamper across, and I'm going to use my cat agility if I have to. How tall is the obelisk that the creeper is on?
20 feet.
Out.
So cat handle it.
You know what? Whatever. I'm going to climb up I'm going to start climbing up the obelisk. So, actually, I'm going to dash then, so I can get up there, so I can attack it on my next turn and start mauling it.
Well,
You could also
you can dash as a bonus action, can't you?
You also do feline agility and then attack it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dash is my bonus action. Derp. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, you can move like the wind.
Yeah, but my thing is the climbing speed.
Look at 30 feet.
Of climbing speed.
Yeah, you're crazy.
God, I'm thinking I only got like 20. All right, yeah. So I scamper across and I climb up.
And as soon as you start climbing up, as you're climbing up and scampering and you're moving past different ones, you can see one of these little vines reach out and try and touch you.
Okay.
But you're moving fast enough that it does not manage to to grasp onto you, but you get the sense that that's what it wants to do.
Okay. Now, I'm up there. Is it rooted or is it coming up out of the top? Like, what do I see?
It is wrapped around, many, many times. So it's hard to tell if it's rooted on here or if it is, coming out of the ground because it is just so thick. But, you can see this giant yellow flower is sort of slowly turning in your direction.
Okay. Am I too close for the rapier? I don't think so.
No, you'd be able to use your rapier.
Yeah, I know. I'd go big or go home, though, right, Thorn?
Nice.
Shame
Roll
you don't
your
get sneak
damage.
attack on that.
Chicky. I know I don't get my sneak attack, but that's still like friggin' 17.
Yeah, so you guys see Walker Bow leap off these rocks, scamper across the ground, climb up this obelisk, sort of draw her rapier all in one smooth motion and just stab directly into the heart of where this yellow flower is. And, you don't, hitting a plant, it's not like anything sort of happens or pops out, but you can actually see parts of the flowers at the bottom seize up as if it's in pain.
Woot.
Oh man, it's in the plants again. Get the spray bottle.
Olo.
Huh. Hey, Z, you got anything better to do today?
Oh, wait. Sorry, since I used my cat reflexes to get across, can I use my bonus action to dodge so it can't hit me on its turn? Or is that too late now?
No, it's not too late. It just gives you disadvantage, or it gives it disadvantage, so.
Okay. I'll do that, please, if I can. Thank you.
You had an attack. You get an attack and a dodge? Oh, you're a thief.
Rogue.
Yeah, because it's
Rogue.
bonus action. Mhm.
Yeah. I was thinking backseat.
Yeah, no, I was going to use my dash because I thought I only had a 20 movement speed, like climb. But since I had the 30, it's all good. I'm going to use my bonus action for something else. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, Olo.
No, it's fine. You gave me plenty of time to come up with something. Since I'm holding him, is there such a thing as, falling on top of it, using my weight to crush it?
No, that'd be sort of an improvised attack, so it wouldn't.
Well,
there's nothing.
He's a monk. I mean,
Yeah,
it could
there's
be
a-
considered an unarmed attack.
Would be unarmed, yeah.
It just wouldn't knock him prone.
Okay, so yeah. Huh.
If you're trying to use your weight, you as a 500-pound creature, I'm just wondering how much damage I would give you for that.
All right, I'll try to keep it simple for this one.
Yeah,
instead
just
of-
keep it as an armed strike rather than. I mean, we can flavor it however you want, but that's what it would be.
All right, so I'm obviously grappling it. So is there any way for me to attack it while still,
Oh yeah, you can basically be holding it with one arm and still be attacking it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be holding him, and I'm gonna smash his face against my knee.
You bring it down on your knee, but it slides across, and you don't get a good purchase on it.
He's either drinking too little or too much.
All right, so I'm gonna go for the bonus attack again. Please tell me that connects.
Oh, that definitely connects.
4 slash.
All right. Yep, you managed to slice it, and you can see instead of sort of blood or ooze, it almost looks like clear sap that comes out as you slash it with your claws. Anything else you want to do? Any movement or anything like that?
No, not really. I'm just too drunk to move.
All right, Baka, you are up.
All right, bonus action. I'm going to continue the spiritual weapon.
What form does your spiritual weapon take?
I think it's just a giant shell that's basically pummeling. Like,
A Koopa shell?
yeah, no,
Like
no,
those
it's
long-
the blue shell from
Get right.
Mario Kart.
Or like those razor clam.
It's the blue spiked shell from Mario Kart. That's
Oh, it's got
exactly what it
wings.
is.
All right, and this zombie, you smash it down to the ground, and it stumbles. But again, as you know, instead of going down, it stumbles and then just kind of staggers back up. It looks really, really damaged, but it is still on its feet.
All right, we got to take this.
That's fine.
musky
Action, I am
creeper
going
up.
to cast Guiding Bolt on the creeper. Yeah, we'll
Blam.
stick with first level.
Blam.
That is a hit. You turn and you fire your radiant energy at it, and it just engulfs this plant and Walker Bow with just this white light. And as it sort of clears, you can see that parts of it look certainly withered and almost burnt away.
And those that don't are glowing.
Exactly.
Advantage?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Based on the next person who attacks it.
Nice.
Wait, to
That
the
might
next
be
person?
me. That might be me.
That'll probably be Winthrop because he has it.
Dude, it throws a rock.
Oh.
Wadu
Sad.
stays behind the rocks and just continues eating the delicious snack that Hollis gave him.
Starts singing like a frog.
I'm numb.
Please tell me he's not earning experience in this combat.
I have been vicious mockerying every round, okay?
I meant the frog. Hollis is actually doing damage.
And at this point,
He's earning snack
Walker
experience.
and Winthrop, from where you guys are, you can tell that the noise of your fighting appears to have had a rather unfortunate side effect, as in the distance you see dozens of zombies clawing, crawling, and climbing out of the collapsed and overgrown buildings that surround the courtyard.
Ah, hells.
And they are
God
starting to
damn
head
it.
in your direction.
All right.
Kill the flower and then book.
Yep.
Winthrop, top of the round. Yep, you'll have advantage on that. That is a hit.
However, that's nice damage.
Nice.
Yeah, this plant is starting to look pretty poor. You can tell that the tendrils and the flowers are all starting to droop rather heavily. You staying where you are? The zombies will be, I would say, they will be in range next round.
Ooh.
At least some of them will anyway. I'll say
Oh,
they're
good.
I'll say 3 of them have shown up there, so they'll be in the next round. Thorn.
Oops. I was only trying to look at Wrathful Smite. Don't think that psychic damage might not.
So this zombie in front of you looks in really, really poor shape. Like it looks like it shouldn't even be standing still, but it still is.
Yeah. But it's just going to pop back up. So I'm inclined. So here's the question: with my feline agility and my 20-foot climbing speed, I'm wondering if I can essentially get up to where Deep Walker is, but on the other side.
Well, if you with your 60 feet of movement and then 20 feet of climbing, you'd because you have 30, then 60, then 20. So yeah, you more than be able to make it. You take an attack of opportunity from that zombie.
That's what I'm. Well, tell the zombie that too before I go.
To be fair, it would have disadvantage because it's the one that's marked by Beatrix.
All right, well, even better.
Well, that's an evil laugh.
Also, I mocked it, so it's,
Yeah,
well,
wow, it's
Yeah, it's
Doing
double
well.
disadvantage.
It's
versus
it's not doing
disadvantage.
great.
All right, so I'm doing that attack of opportunity if you want,
Scamper.
and then Thorn is going to. Oh,
Natural one. That's bad.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, it's a crinkly tendril it's sending out. I'm going to do a rapier attack with Divine Smite. Meanwhile, you're going after the zombie. Oh, nice.
Yeah, she has Sentinel, I think. That's assuming he survives this.
Yeah, we kind of want it to survive it, right?
You guys you slash Beatrix and you keep slashing, and this zombie does not get back up. You manage to carve it into 4 different pieces, so it stays on the ground.
All right, so Thorn's going to do a rapier attack against the.
You just
Musky.
removed all of the zombies from the tracker.
Oh! And I'm also doing Divine Smite on that. Extra.
This is going to be a lot of dice.
So, that.
It's less combat and more topiary.
Well, here's a question. Is it considered a plant or is it considered undead?
Plant.
That gives me
4d8.
Yeah, that gives me the extra 12, and then 2d8 for
4 because you crit.
Yeah, so roll another 3d8.
Wow.
Well, no, that 1d8 there was the crit damage on top of his base damage.
So wow. So when I crit, the Divine Smite is also double.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
So
dice
is
as
it-
part of the damage gets doubled.
Okay, so 4d8 or 3d8.
4 more d8s.
All right. So what does your death stroke look like?
The entire plant is immediately invisible behind a bright white flash, and then what we see left behind is sort of a carbonized replica, almost like a museum specimen, but perfectly carbonized and still remaining there, reaching out.
I'm gonna smash it.
Okay.
Winthrop's gonna be sad now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna smash it and use that as my new perch for the next zombies coming up.
Beatrix.
You don't hurt my friends!
Wow, another 25. Awesome.
We are critting tonight, guys. This is good.
Yeah, it's one fluid motion from you striking down the other zombie to just turning and absolutely, impaling and then pulling your sword straight up through this one. And it also does not arise again. It is down.
Woo!
All right. Hollis.
Hollis. So, my next move is going to very heavily depend on what the meaning of fairy fire is. Each object within a 20-foot cube does stuff. So they're outlined in light. Does that mean that they are outlined in light in a 20-foot cube?
It's all creatures in
if
a
they fail to
20-foot
save.
cube. Yeah.
Right.
They get a deck save, and then they'll be... So within a 20-foot cube, everybody who's in that cube makes a deck save. Those who fail start glowing the color you choose, which is, I think, green, violet, or blue.
Yeah.
I think there's also a
Yeah.
pink.
And it will give you guys advantage on attacking them.
And
On
if
whatever's
they
lit up.
leave that square,
Oh, it
Oh, it's
sticks
on
with them.
it sticks. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping for. So
Yeah, you basically throw magic fairy dust in an area, and then it sticks to anything that it actually will stick to.
oh yeah, no, that's great. That's exactly what I want to hear. And I got 60-foot range, so let's just say here, and that looks like a 60-foot-ish.
Close enough. You got
Sort of
20
thing,
feet
yeah.
beyond that you can also hit.
I'm actually kind of zoomed out a bit here because my map keeps resetting.
The front row is 60 feet away. The back one is 65. So you'd be able to hit all of them easily. And anything that's within 20 feet at that point.
Oh yeah, so let's call it a let's call it a fairy fire. Oh god, my map keeps resetting. That's unfortunate. Fairy fire centered. Oh, right about there.
Okay, and what's your DC?
My DC. Let me just pop up the fairy fire here. Can I just click on the name? That'd be nice. Did that do it?
Nope.
No. 12.
All three of them managed to somehow lumber around and save and move out of the effect of your spell.
Well, that's unfortunate. However, it is.
They had two
gonna stick there
18s
for
and a
minute.
19.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. It's gonna stick for a minute though, so all newcomers in that square will be. I'm guessing that they're all coming from that direction, right?
No, they're coming from various directions.
That's not great. Okay.
Any movement?
I'm gonna implore that Wadumu sort of joins me in the middle here. I can't hold movement until he moves, can I?
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna sort of shoo him towards the obelisk and say, "Go hide behind those guys." Oh wait, that's not really all that safe. I'd say rocks are fine for now.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. And I really hope one of these guys has a crossbow on him because I really need one.
The only weapon that you've seen is you can actually see one of these zombies attached to his arm by a rotting sort of leather strap. You can see there's a maul with what looks like a brass or a gold head on it that still looks like it's in very good shape.
Oh.
All right, Olo, this zombie is going to try and slam you.
Cool.
But you are still grappling it, and it doesn't even, it feels like it's barely rippling in your arms. There's just nothing behind it. This zombie is going to dash, and he'll be able to get to there.
Such as zombies dash.
Yep. These three zombies are going to move in.
Thorn will try to point out that that zombie just dashed in exactly the same way as he was imitating earlier.
Not helping Thorn. Considering Walker Bow is probably the only one that can hear him.
Yeah, that's right. I'm telling Walker Bow.
I just glare at him. Not
See?
helping.
And that zombie manages to slam into you, Beatrix, and you take 5 bludgeoning damage from that.
Where is?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
bonk, head slam. Kind of like getting a hit with a coconut.
Diddly dee dee.
Here they are ascending in a row.
Boom, boom, boom.
Deepwalker Bo, you are now hanging from the side of this obelisk and watching these zombies come into view and seeing more and more off in the distance.
Off in the distance to the north, to the south.
All directions.
Oh, we are surrounded. All right. No, we
should
did
we
not.
go?
Should we
Well,
go?
first off, I relay this information, and I just, as a free action, I'm just like, guys, we're surrounded. I'm assuming it's this crystallized flower is not strong enough for me to actually climb and perch on top of it. I have to like knock it down.
You could climb across it. It's not on the. I mean, you could get to the top of the obelisk. You wouldn't have to worry about perching on the flower.
Okay, then. Boop. Well,
Flower's
it's
burned. It's
not-
incinerated.
It's incinerated. It's already dead. Yeah. So because we
Yeah.
attracted more. Yeah, so I perch on top of the obelisk so I can get a good shot, and I'm just gonna try and help out my buddies so we can GTFO. Olo is still grappled, so the only one I can really help is Beatrice. So I'm gonna go for the one that's on Beatrice.
Okay. You will get sneak attack. That is a hit.
That's 12.
Which is the zombie with the golden maul? He's
Yeah.
still moving, isn't he?
Yep. He's one
That's
of the new guys who
unfortunate.
just arrived.
The sooner I kill the things that are attacking my friends, the sooner we can run.
Yep, there is
That's
a
kind of
solid,
my focus.
you know, as your arrow pierces the center of this sort of zombie's chest, and you almost immediately see the plant life just sort of envelop it, and almost it disappears inside of it.
Ah, hell's is resistant.
No, it was a solid hit. It's just you're hitting plants basically. You know, these zombies, it looks like the innards are all just sort of vines and they just sort of close up around it.
All right, gotta move, guys, move. That's all I do. I just wait because with my cat speed, I can run if need be.
Olo.
Oh, Olo peeks over the zombie and sees that Beatrix is going to be surrounded. He releases the zombie. He's grappling, and is releasing a free action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to risk this. I am going to dash towards Beatrix's side. I get.
Oh yeah. It feebly swings at you as you rush past.
I believe I would have to dodge both zombies, zombie number 1 and zombie number 2.
Well, it depends. If you move 10 feet down and then dash across this zombie, you'll never be in its range.
Could you
If you pick up your token and press the spacebar at each waypoint, it'll track the distance.
Can you jump onto the first zombie's shoulders and then over the second zombie?
Yeah, I'm trying the spacebar grab token thing, but I'm getting zilch on my side, so I'm gonna have to do this manually. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, I got this one. All right. So I'm done for this one.
Okay. Baka.
All right. We're gonna move that there and attack with it. And I find. There we go. All right. I don't know if a 9 hits.
It does hit. It just barely hits.
Well,
Awesome.
And the zombie goes down and stays down.
Stay down.
So you absolutely flatten this, and yeah, there is sort of sap and other fluids ooze out of it.
Xylem and phloem.
All right, we're gonna move to there.
Run to the south.
No. I'm going to target number 7 and guiding bolt him at level 1 again. He's dead, right?
Amazing how many 25s have appeared in the last 10 minutes.
Well, the reason you're getting a lot of 25s is because 25 is a crit for almost every one of us.
Right.
Because a 16 is the maximum a stat
Sure.
can really hit if it's even.
There
Otherwise, it's
is
17.
a huge flash of light that burns right through the center of this zombie, and there is a hole in its chest, but it is still on its feet.
Really? After taking 25 damage?
Uh-huh.
Which zombie was this?
Well, at least I dealt a lot of damage and I killed one. So that'll be my turn.
Yeah, I have not even touched the HP. This is the basic average hit points for these zombies.
Vanilla.
They are tough.
Right. But think of all this experience we're going to get.
Or let the veggies eat you.
I'm more
So how
concerned
many
about
are
that
incoming?
because there's dozens of these things, and they're all
Dozens
coming.
are incoming. And with that, Wadumu gets a flash of inspiration and runs up to this pillar and pulls down on the snake lever, and because he just actually rolled a nat 20.
Or doing something smart.
Absolutely,
Let me guess.
absolutely freely rolled a complete nat 20 on his own.
We need to complete the puzzle.
God damn it. Okay.
These zombies are going to be distracting.
So you hear there, the ground sort of shakes and shudders as he does this, as the ground around the obelisk sinks ever so slightly, almost as if it's the top of a staircase. It seems to drop a fraction of an inch into the ground, and you can see that whatever it is you're doing, the stairs are, incrementally descending. So, Thorn, you can really see this from above. And
Okay.
Wadumu, just says, "Snake, 1."
I don't know. We have to uncover the other pillars. 1 is snake, 3 is turtle, 4 is spider.
Do
2
we
might
see
be
any
frog,
of the other
but I don't
pillars
see a
from-
frog.
5 is probably elephant. 6 is probably mosquito.
You
Well, the
can't
6
see any
might
of the
be
pillars
this-
from where you are. You can see where they are, but you can't tell what the designs on them are.
Yeah, we have to uncover the other obelisks now. I'll stay up here and snipe if people want to run around.
Winthrop.
2 is a frog, right?
Might be a
Other-
frog, but we haven't uncovered one yet, so we don't know.
Yeah, survival roll.
Well, at this point, I think it's better to go in and underground.
Yeah, because they're coming in from all sides.
You would think probably to the west looks like it might be the safest. There's still lots of zombies there, but you, from your perch there, you think you'd be able to chart a path out that way. It's not safe, but it's probably the best of a bad choice. Yep, you can still attack. Okay, sorry, which one were you hitting? All right. Yeah, that is a clear hit. And again, your arrow, hits in with a satisfying sort of thwack, but you can see the vines already starting to entwine and wrap itself around the arrow shaft itself.
May be resistant to piercing.
I said that already.
Well, that's
No,
weird.
you don't get a sense that it's resistant. It's just the way these zombies react because they're not typical zombies that you've seen in the
We're
past.
attacking sponge-like plants, so the arrow doesn't so much stick in it as in goes through. It's like
course,
attacking the flood.
My rapier is all piercing damage too, and worked.
And Thorn, you are currently, hanging off the side of this obelisk and watching some zombies sort of creep forward and seeing the ground slightly adjust underneath you. What are you doing?
So, wait, we need to uncover these other.
Yep, pull them in order.
All right, so I'm gonna see if I can drop down and that might be a little bit hard to do. So we don't even know what the one. Actually, you know what?
I don't know what number 2 is. Probably frog.
Yeah, it sounds like frog, but it hasn't been
Right.
uncovered yet, so we don't know.
So someone needs to look at the stupid pillars.
Right. So wait. I have an idea. I'm gonna go to there, and I'm gonna cast Fey Presence, Warlock thing. What? All creatures in a 10-foot cube must make a Wisdom save. If they fail, they're all charmed or frightened. So that could be useful. Get those things off my back. My. All right, one moment while I. Spell save DC. 13.
We just got a word from.
Okay, so right. All creatures in a 10-foot cube, Wisdom saving throw for those 3, and my DC is 13.
And are you trying to charm them?
Sure, I'll charm them. Maybe I can
Okay.
make them flower.
Your words it has no effect on them.
All right,
But
then.
I get advantage on all 3 of those now because you're there.
Also, well, you don't get advantage; you get sneak attack. Also, what does
That's
the
what I mean. Sorry.
pillar say?
Right, that's what I'm going to do next. So can I?
Give me a
What do I need to
perception
do?
check because you're still 10 feet away from it.
Okay, I mean, I think I can move another 5 feet in if that is required. Perception.
You see what looks like a giant mosquito carved into it.
That's number 6.
Okay, so wait, Walker, you were saying that my positioning is advantageous for you?
Yeah, because if I hit, I get sneak attack. But if you need to move, move. But if you can't. Yeah, if you can't move, yay for me. But if you need to move, do it.
How much movement do you have? How much movement do you have left?
Right, that's what I was just going to ask. So, I took a turn stationary there, so I can do my feline agility again. So I'm 40 feet to there, plus I had to get off this obelisk. I wasn't all the way at the top, or maybe I was. I guess I was at the top because I killed the thing.
Yeah, you didn't stay on the obelisk for a turn. You ran up, killed it, and then have just run down.
But it's not actually your next turn. It just says a turn. So, but yeah, you do have to stand still for a full turn before you can use your agility thing again.
Yeah, so
Right.
you haven't stood still.
Okay. Does that mean I can't even get that far? I can do a dash, but I couldn't have done the charm thing.
Well, the charm didn't work anyway, so.
Right. Okay, that's it then.
And I believe this guy would have opened up an attack of opportunities. You tried to run past him.
I thought for sure I had stayed up there one turn.
He's who?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in within 5 feet. He hasn't moved out
Yeah.
of range of anyone.
Yeah, all right. No, you didn't spend a turn up there because it was
Okay.
Walker immediately who went to the top after you killed it. So, Beatrix, you are up. Okay.
Smack. Big smacker. With lipstick.
Okay. Yeah, you slash through this one again, and you know, almost as quickly as your blade slices through, you can just see the vines start to sort of recombine around it, but you can clearly see that, you know, damage has been done. Hollis.
So do these zombies go down with damage other than piercing, slashing?
Yeah, you've hit them with radiant, you've hit them with force.
They are not resistant to piercing.
No, it
Right.
doesn't. You don't assume they have any resistances to what you've been hitting them with. They're just because they're plant-like. It's
They're soft and spongy. They're not resistant.
yeah, their innards are not human innards anymore.
Right. Like
Are
they're
you
made
trying?
out of-
Are you trying to perceive the one up here? Yeah, you from that distance you can't see what is inscribed on the top of it.
It's sort of like
You're
cutting
also
into
really not tall enough. You just don't have the angle.
Hollis's boy.
Anything else you want to do, Hollis?
Or if we lost him.
All
There
right,
he
so I'm
is.
gonna.
He's back.
All right. Anything else you want to do besides move, Hollis?
He's not communicating.
Yeah, sorry. I keep forgetting I pushed a talk on. Okay,
Yeah, that kind of is important.
That's
Just a
important,
wee bit.
yes. So I'm going to. I do have one bonus action, and that is inspiration. So I'm going to give an inspiration to Beatrix and to, I guess, Thorn.
You're not sure I can really use it.
I thought you could only give one out per turn.
Yeah, it's only one.
Oh, then Beatrix gets it. You know what? Thorn gets it. Just
Alright.
because Thorn goes sooner.
All right. Try to live up to your expectations.
All right, and the zombies are going to go next. These guys are going to
Here we go.
start moving towards the center.
Uh-oh. Oh, probably the guys that we can't see.
But that is all they can do. They are reaching out, and the flowers are sort of popping up and moving like radar dishes towards you, Baka.
Sweet, they're reaching out to us.
Badoo,
That's
run
fine.
your adorable little legs.
All right, and this zombie right in front of Beatrix is going to attack her. That is a hit. Isn't that disadvantage to not attacking you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
so he does manage to reach out and strike you across with one of his plant-like appendages, and you take another 5 bludgeoning damage from that. This one in the middle is going to go after Thorn, but you are able to easily parry it away.
Oh, right, because if something attacks other than you.
Yes, it does.
We already know a 9 hits.
9 hits now. They're like hitting watermelons. Is he dead? Is he dead?
No, this is the first damage this one has taken, so this one is not dead. Yeah. And with this, you slash through the arm, though, and the maul that he was dragging behind him falls to the ground as you basically cut through what would have been his withered arm. That
Good.
guy's going to move up there and try and slam into Thorn. But it stumbles in the grass and, basically staggers back to its feet, but is turned the wrong direction at this point and just wipes out at empty air.
Sun Tzu kicks
We've
in.
heard that before.
Seizures kick in as they're
Deep Walker Bow from atop the obelisk.
Dun, da, da, da. Out of those, oh yes, out of the 3 that are encompassing my friends there, which zombie looks the most hurt?
7.
Yep,
And
number
he's
7.
also glowing.
They have numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
zombie
go.
5,
Zoom in,
zombie
there we
6,
go.
zombie 7.
I was zoomed too far out. I didn't see the numbers. I saw writing. I just assumed it said zombie, nothing else.
Yeah, so it's the zombie that just staggered and swung at open air that is the most damaged.
Okay, and he's fairy fired or something? Is that what I heard?
He is
Guiding
he is
bolt.
Guiding bolt. I
So
hit
I-
him with a radiant beam and crit, remember?
So I
So
get
you're
to
going
hit
to
him.
have advantage and sneak attack.
Boom.
Oh yeah, Patrick, I am keeping my. Do I see more zombies coming from that direction, the east? Like
Yes.
that are close.
Not that are close, but you think the ones from there are more coming from the east, but moving northwards, you actually think that there's more that will be heading that way soon.
All right. So I guess I can drop the fairy fire then.
Well, it's not concentration.
It is concentration.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's concentration after you hit people with it.
Oh,
The effect is
okay.
instantaneous, but you keep them glowing for a minute.
All right. Sorry, I thought it was an area that just was fairy fired, and then things
Yeah.
moving through it caught
No.
fairy fire.
all right.
Cool
So
if it could,
objects that
though.
are so things can move out of it, but objects that were in that area remain there, fairy fired.
Right, but that's just like an instantaneous thing. That's just not like you have an area of fairy fire that things move through.
Right, that become marked. No.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
All right, so that's it for me. And then on my next turn, I'm going to beat feet to one of these obelisks.
That is enough to take Zombie 7 down as your arrow pierces
Sweet.
right through the flower that was popping out of its forehead, in through its head, and it just collapses on the ground.
So as I see it fall, I just kind of yell out to Thorn, "You're welcome again."
Jeez.
Olo.
We're boned. Either we're going to live or we're going to die. Nothing I shout out is going to make a difference at this point.
Save Wadumu.
Sticks and stones. Oh boy. We pause. Inspiration across the ages. Okay.
Hollis plays a tune on a flute.
That almost sounded like the good, the bad, and the ugly theme for a second. Alright, so Olo is gonna head towards Zombie 5, that's right in front of him. And my color menu opened up for some reason. Alright, so I'm just gonna go batshit crazy on this guy. First attack is gonna be a quarterstaff attack. Fabulous.
Unfortunately, you swing and you're staggering moving forward, and you just barely miss beaning Beatrix with it.
Whew, that was close. Alright, so I'm going to spend my 1 key point and go for 2 more attacks, unarmed attacks.
That is a hit.
So 10 slashing in total.
All right, yeah, you slice through, and again, once you break skin, you're seeing, instead of sort of blood or ichor, you're seeing what almost appears to be sap run out of it, and it sort of rears back, but it is still, while looking rough, is still on its feet.
Are you made of honey?
Baka.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon up next to this guy and take a swing at it with that. Awesome. 5 force damage.
Yep.
Then, you know what? How injured is he looking?
He's not bloodied yet.
Okay. In that case, then that changes my options slightly, but not too much. First thing I'm going to do is yell out to Winthrop, get on the spider totem and get ready to press the switch. And then I'm going to move. To there, prompting 1 attack of opportunity from Zombie 2.
No, Wadumu.
No, I'm going for the turtle totem, which is number 3 on our carved words list.
So have we've done 2 of these so far?
We've done
No,
Only
just
one.
the
done
one.
We need to find 2, which we assume is a frog. We have 2 unseen totems. So I'm going to say, I'm also going to yell at Wadamu, check out the other ones, and then I'm going to attack Zombie 1, who I know is more injured, I know is injured, with Toll the Dead.
Yeah, if we can uncover one before my next turn, I'll be able to get to the other one.
It succeeds on its throw, so it doesn't take any damage.
That's fine. I still dealt damage to one of them, and that is my turn. I'm within running range to the turtle to activate it, assuming we get to the next one and can activate it.
And Wadamu, listening to you, is going to turn over here and $35, $40, $45, $50. He can dash and get to there. but cannot see what is on the pillar yet. And that takes us to the top of the round. And at this point, more zombies show up coming from the north.
Oh, shit.
Ah, crap.
Winthrop, I think we're going to need you to come down.
You only would have been 5 or 10 feet up. You were standing on top of ruins, so you had a decent view, but you weren't, atop a skyscraper or anything.
Yeah, no, you're a ranger. It's number 4. I've got number 3. We're looking for number 2, which we believe is a frog. If I'm reading this right, 7 is the bee.
We've got to think. Think like a bee.
Think it's like Queen Bee. Have no father, only a grandfather.
Right.
I shall bear no sons, only daughters.
Yeah, that's 7.
That's the only one I could think of, yeah.
All right, Thorn.
So I guess I'll sit tight here and go after zombie 6.
Wait, how many
Unless-
legs does a mosquito have? 6?
6.
6.
Damn,
It was
all right.
6. That's why we're thinking it was.
Born of water, it also drowns me. I'm a bloodthirsty beast you can barely see. Number 6 is the mosquito.
There we go. So I'm just trying to
The
keep
face
track.
like a tree, skin like the sea.
So with 30 feet, I mean, I can do a dash up to this. I mean, what?
Oh, that's an elephant.
There, but I
Oh.
can just clear out of here and get up to this other.
So we're looking for an elephant and a frog, and the ones we haven't seen
All right.
yet.
So we have zombies coming. So I'm going to take an opportunity attack. I'm going to move. All right.
We did the snake. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm just-
snake is 1. We assume frog is next.
Yeah, I'm
we
just keeping
assume
track
elephant
of-
is what, 5?
I'm just keeping track
Yeah.
of our guesses and what we've done.
All right. So Thorn's going up to there with a dash. That's all he can do. Opportunity attacks occur.
I mean, disadvantage.
They have disadvantage at hitting me.
Oh, you're saying
first-
advantage, so I'm just like, what?
Right.
No, you said disadvantage, and then it cut out and made it sound like you were saying disadvantage. No, wait, advantage.
So one of those hits, right?
18.
Damage. Tell me that. That's from Patrick, right?
Sorry, it's just 5 bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning, and also I'm hoping that I can see what's at that obelisk.
From there, give me a perception check.
Right. Perception. That would do it. Frog!
And she disappeared again.
Yeah, I just disappeared. I don't know why.
Apparently.
Oh, wait, no, where did I go? I have no idea where I went.
Frog enough.
You went to another layer where you got
All right.
deleted.
Okay. Excellent. So, as a free action, can I click a button?
You are
You're
too
not
far
close
away.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm not. Wow.
I say Wadumu, this has you all over it.
Well, actually, I get 60
Yeah,
movement, so I think I can
Wadumu
do
is
it.
close enough to move up and click the button.
Yeah.
The frog is number 2. The turtle's number 3. The spider is number 4. The elephant, we assume, which is hidden, is number 5. Number 6 is the mosquito. Number 7 is the bee.
So, Patrick, I think I can get up there.
You'd have to dash to get up there, and it takes an action to activate it, though.
Activate it. Okay. Well, I'll stop there with my dash and turn.
Beatrix, you've been left by one of your companions to face these 2 zombies.
Olo's there.
Yeah, I said left by one of your companions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 600 pounds right next to you.
That is a hit.
Yeah, Olo's a big green wall.
Which one are you attacking, Steph?
Zombie 5. He is not dead, but he is looking very, very poorly as you continue to slash through him.
If
He
you
just
can get
looks
that
at you
golden ball, that'd be
confusedly.
pretty cool.
Why are you doing this to me? Hollis.
Okay, so that's 25 feet there, so I'm going...
Wadumu.
I could go over to 6.
To be fair, Olo's the best bet for that because he can choose not to disengage and make it over there and take only one attack of opportunity.
He
has
can
decently
drunk
full
and
health.
climb pretty good, too. All right. As a as a bonus, I look over at Beatrix and I say, sorry, and I give it to Olo, my second inspiration. I'm mostly concerned about turn order here. Not mine. Okay, so I run over there, and as I do so, I'm going to make sure that this is within 60 feet. I look over at zombie number 11, and I say, your mom, and that's it. Look,
Ooh,
they
burn.
can't all be singers, okay?
And once again, this zombie, as it's shambling towards you, you can just see its arms kind of drop and the flowers kind of droop as it doesn't understand what you said to it, but it knows you said something really cruel.
Your mom was a houseplant.
Your mom's not dead.
Nobody misses you.
Okay, yeah, that's me.
And with that, it is the zombies.
If I need to take out zombies, I have a solution. Don't worry about it. Holy crap!
He ran.
Yeah, no shit, he ran.
But that is all they can do. Zombie 5 is going to attack Beatrix.
Are these plant zombies?
Mrs. Zombie is going to do the same. Same thing. You are just a whirling dervish blocking as these creatures are trying to slam and crash into you. This guy.
Okay. She laughs slowly, assuredly. Maybe not that one so much.
Those guys will take their dash action and stagger over and surround Olo, but cannot take any actions at this point because you have inspiration. Oh, yes. And with that, Deep Walker Bow.
Pretty sure y'all have seen my rulers every damn which way. So I am going to use my feline agility, and I am going to go down and let me just double check myself now. I'm going to zip over to the frog.
Oh wow! All right.
I'm honestly, I'm just focusing on activating as much as we can because I can activate this one.
All right.
Then on
And I'm in range
Bacchus,
to activate 3.
then Baka can activate the turtle.
Winthrop
Then
Throp's at
4.
4.
the spider. If someone can get to the elephant before it's my turn again, fantastic. But it will still give time for people to get into space. I'm just focused on like getting as much of this moving as possible.
Right. So Thorn can
I'm
get over to
trying.
5, right?
Yeah.
Or Hollis can.
Yeah.
All right. So Beatrix, you.
Wait. Sorry. Once I pull that, I'm going to use my last 10 speed because I can move 60. So that was 50. So that's 60 there. And then I'm going to take my bonus action to dash. Can I do that? Can I do both?
Yeah.
Okay.
You will have to use. I mean, if you're going to activate the frog one, that's going to be your action. Roll me a d6, please.
Okay. Oh, don't tell me Did we get it wrong?
No, you press down on it, and it doesn't go down smoothly, but it goes in with no issues. And again, you feel the ground kind of shake, and the stairs inch down a little further around the obelisk.
Okay.
Right. Almost there.
So yeah, if I can use my bonus action to dash over to the other obelisk, I will, and I'll take the attacks of opportunity as I go. Can I do that?
Oop, oop.
Yep. How much movement are you going to have?
5.
60 feet.
Right there. I've used 60 feet right there, so that's 5.
Well, your
10,
dash
50.
is also going to be 60 feet.
That's 35 to get to the obelisk.
All
Man.
right.
Look at that cat run.
Oh my god.
I have enough movement speed. Yeah, so I do that. So I'm here. So it's like deep.
You're right. It is an elephant.
Hooray!
All right, so we've uncovered.
And
we know what to
with
do.
that, Walker.
You drop Dawson over there.
I look to the left of me, I look to the right of me, I look to the front of me, and I'm like, all right, you guys are forcing me to use the one move I never wanted to use in front of you. I go into my
Getting
shell.
sober.
I head into my
Oh.
Don't forget that golden weapon did drop.
and now my AC is at 21.
Okay.
I think you clicked the wrong one.
You're just reminding us that you have natural armor.
Whoops, my bad.
Just
I'm
want
so
everyone to know.
drunk, and I'm drunk in real life also.
He's so
No,
drunk he can't
I
click
think
the
you
face
wanted that
bumps.
one.
Sir Robin.
I can't move, and it gives these 3 guys a harder time trying to hit me, and while you take them out.
He's turtle.
It gives them advantage on you though as well because you're prone.
That is true.
Doesn't say he's prone.
Well,
Yeah.
in your
Oh,
shell,
you are prone. Never mind.
Someone could roll you over and down a hill.
Huh.
You're walking through the desert and you see a turtle on its back baking in the sun.
No, the turtle is dead in the desert. You eat the damn thing.
How do I whisper, Lorne?
No, okay,
/
on the
W.
W.
And then start typing the person or the character's name. But yeah, it has to be
Yeah.
like /W space, and then start typing the person's name, and then
It'll start
space
coming
and
up
start
with
typing.
options, and when you get most of it, you can hit enter to autofill the rest.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be the character's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a test first.
Yeah. Don't tell us what you're getting us for Christmas.
Bye.
Okay.
Sorry, my hands are full.
Ah, good old bloodies.
That's his name,
Olo.
Boris.
So, Olo, what's going on?
I just went back into my shell, and yeah, pretty much that's just my move.
All right. Baka.
All right. I select the right tool here. And all right, so we're going to 5, 10. Wait a minute.
It's right there in front of you.
No, we're going to move it there. Which of the two, 1 or 2, looks more damaged?
1. You have no understanding of how 1 is still on his feet.
All right, he gets 11 damage.
That puts him down as you manage to crash through him, and it just bursts right through his chest.
All right, then I'm going to move up to the turtle totem, and I'm assuming there is a switch in front of me.
Yeah, it's just the top of it. So as you depress it, roll me a d6, please.
Okay, hopefully this will help. 5.
The pillars panel is missing. Give me a perception check to see if you can locate it.
That's okay. I'm proficient in these.
You see it resting just off to the side, just at the bottom of that giant pile of rocks.
Okay. Well, I only moved 15 feet, so I assume I have enough movement to go there, pick it up, bring it back. Would that... Have I actually used my action yet?
Yeah, your action would have been to try and activate it, and that's when you realized it's broken and your perception check to find it. But you can pick it up, and you figure you'll be able to put it on top and use it next time.
So it's basically in place. I just need to push the button.
All right.
It's like, I got it, guys. It's almost ready.
Damn it. Throws off. Oh, well.
That throws off the plan, yes.
Damn it.
It
Well,
throws
that
off
just means
only
that
slightly.
Deep Walker Bow can shoot.
That's
All right. With that, it is Wadumu's turn. He is going to pull out what looks like a little blowgun and fire at that zombie.
Is he trying to poison the zombie?
That's weird. They only give him a dagger, but they actually say that he carries a little blowgun. But yeah, that is a hit, and so you see a little dart stick into this zombie.
Okay.
Kinda-
Wait.
And I
He
say,
launches
run
a
for the
dart
bee.
out of his blowgun?
Yeah.
That is unfair. Blowgun needles only do 1 damage for us.
Grungs, they get different stuff. I mean,
Grunts,
they also
man.
counted. Yeah, they also counted this as a dagger for some reason on here, but they actually everything with Wadumur is pictured with a blowgun.
Makes sense. They just rub the darts on their bellies and blow them out.
And with the top of the round, 3 more zombies are starting to stagger in from the west, closer to you, Baka.
Great.
Winthrop.
Jump the gun.
Roll me a d6. It's there. Nope, one is gone. So 2.
Oh my.
Holy moly.
Oh my.
It goes directly through the back of his head, and you can actually see it pop out of the flower that's sitting on its forehead, Beatrix and Olo, and it staggers forward, sort of steps back up again, and then just collapses to the side and does not get back up. Thorn.
Thorn! Well, Thorn is done with the frog obelisk. We have 2 characters at 6. I think I'm gonna do. I have enough movement.
Yeah, it's only like using your normal movement, you should be able to get to it because it was only 35 for me to get. Well,
Right.
more like 45, but yeah, because I was a dash.
Essentially, I just wanted to get to there to support you at 5 with zombies
Okay.
coming in.
Thanks.
So then I'll. See, I actually have spell slots that come back after a short rest. So I'm going to do another divine smite rapier.
That is a hit.
All right, so there's the damage, and then
And add an extra d8 because this is an undead.
oh, actually, the extra damage is 2d8 for first level spell slot,
Plus 1d8.
plus
if
another
it's undead or
for-
fiend.
Right, so I get another 1d8. 17.
More
17.
than normal, yeah.
Yeah, you pierce through this one, and just with this pulse of divine light, you can see it sort of, blast through, and it's almost like an X-ray, and you can see that, whatever bones in that are gone, it's almost sort of plants inside. And it looks sort of shocked, but it is still on its feet.
All right.
And with that, can I have Thorn and Hollis make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay. Is this a saving throw against magic? Because I do
Nope.
have advantage to that. No. Okay.
Oh,
No, Thorn.
Oh dear.
not sure what this will mean.
Nothing good.
I'm assuming it has to do with the spores.
No, it has to do with the man trap that just showed up.
Oh!
And trap.
Start hitting buttons.
And
Holy Hannah.
with that, Hollis and Thorn, you just feel all of a sudden that you want to head towards the bushes that are behind the obelisk that Walker Bow is standing beside.
God damn it, Thorn, I had to save you again.
There is just you get this lovely warm scent in your nose that it smells like your childhood room growing up. It's just this warm, comforting feeling that you want to go towards.
Or milk. Righty.
Mama's fur.
Man trap. Is there a female cat trap floating around here?
And for those that have been in older campaigns with me, You guys will recognize this is actually a plant that I brought out from 2nd edition that they've now made official again.
Yep.
You guys face this in the swamp. Beatrix, you are up.
This and the freaking froghemoth.
Which is also, they brought back. Oh, you just miss this zombie as it manages to sort of pull its plant appendages in, and you swing wide. Run, Olo, run!
Well, the froghemoth was amazing. Come on.
Hollis,
Okay, so do I just generally want to go over there?
you can do nothing but head over there.
Okay, so like I'm compelled to just walk over there. I can't do any other actions.
That is correct.
Can I mosey?
Okay, well,
So you want to move. You'd basically be using your action and a dash to move as close into it as you can, and then at the end of your turn, you can make another save to try and break free.
okay, and
That's
you're
not going to
sure,
do it.
And you're sure that this isn't a save against magic?
Yeah, it's pollen.
Pollen.
Save against
Damn.
an allergy save.
So yeah, you move right up next to it, and
Oh,
you're just
good.
staring at what looks like the most beautiful flower you've ever seen.
Good looking plant there.
I will write you a song. And I start just penning, flower, glower.
What rhymes with
shower.
stamen?
Damon. All right, it is up. It is now the zombies. This guy is going to move and attack Thorn. This guy's going to go after Wadumu. Actually, he can stay where he is. 8. These guys will all move to there, but can't do anything else.
You could jump off to the pile of rocks, right, Baka?
I'm just gonna back away.
And so this is the attack on Thorn. Misses. Wadumu. Misses. Beatrix. Misses.
Jeez.
And misses.
Pathetic.
Wow.
That was really pathetic.
We are lucky, guys.
Deepwalker Bow.
I'm about to not be lucky.
Do I see this man trap?
All you see looking back there, it just looks like foliage and plants. You don't see what Hollis is so entranced by.
Okay, I'm going to pull the lever. I'm assuming I have to roll a d6.
Yes.
You're out of order right now.
What? No, that's the elephant. We're number 5, right?
I haven't hit mine yet.
Where
Yeah,
are
you
we?
have to go
Ian
scram.
looked to see if his was intact.
Oh, we still have to do.
We did the frog.
Yeah, but
We
we haven't
couldn't
done
do the turtle.
3.
We haven't done the turtle. We haven't done
yet.
the
Oh, my
spider.
bad.
We haven't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, start shooting.
You push. You slam down on that button, and
no.
with
Yeah,
that
I'm not
one,
paying
it
attention,
goes
sorry,
down
guys.
easily. But with that, you hear what sounds like
Crack.
a giant sound, and then you hear a as darts shoot out from the large center obelisk. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Well, admittedly, there were some distracting things going on around Obelisk 5.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm safe in the bushes. I'm fine.
I'm safe in my shell.
I thought we did this. That's why I was going for the elephant. Oh, crap, I feel like, yeah.
We can always cook you out.
Smoke them out.
Oh no, it was worse than that. The giant tortoise was just everywhere in, I think it was the South Pacific, and they had one rather unfortunate quality in that they were absolutely delicious, and they were like the most delicious thing that like sailors had eaten in a long time. So like they would try to bring them
Don't
back.
give me that, love.
Yeah, well, you know, they would try to bring them back to preserve them, but none of them would make it. Like they would all be eaten en route, and like
Just one more bite, please. Just one more bite.
oh yeah, and like you know they were great too because they had like a liter of water in like a pouch in their shell. It was perfectly drinkable. So like it was a full meal, and so yeah. Oh. I have no idea about those.
I'm
So
sorry,
this is a
guys.
2-hour module, you guys.
Wow.
Hooray!
Hey,
You guys, I think this has been great. I've really liked how this has gone.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
User disconnected
nah,
from your channel.
this is actually so much fun. They just kept on coming and coming and coming.
I activated the damn trap.
Hopefully we don't have to start over again, like a phone number.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to call it there. Stephanie, what happened was Walker Bow pressed down on her pillar, which is the elephant, thinking the other ones had been depressed, but it was out of order, but hers went down smoothly. There was a giant sucking sound, and then from the top of the obelisk, darts fired out, and
The
that's
center
where
obelisk.
we've left it.
We don't even know how many
So
darts and darts.
No,
You'll
we have to wait till
find
next
out next week.
I'm sorry.
Ah, like grown-up lawn darts. Oh, try to aim for the circle? No, we're just gonna throw them straight up and then run.
Oh, not me. I am perfectly safe here.
I'm behind another pillar. I'm good.
Right.
Good night.
Bye.